everybody, and welcome to the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. Louise Goodman is down the grid. Let's join her now for the interviews.
Watch out for your teammate.
Yeah, maximum attack on the first race. We want to capitalise really on having more hybrid than the cars in front of us. We want to make up as many positions as we can. Lap 1, lap 2, get into a good rhythm. We obviously want to be finished on the podium, but a race win today is what we're really looking for. So let's see what we can go after.
How much is the fact that you've got full hybrid available to you, whereas a lot of the drivers around you haven't? How much of a benefit is that going to be here at Thruxton?
It's going to be a massive benefit in terms of being able to overtake. If I can get a run on somebody and then use the hybrid, we'll be up the inside and they won't be able to stop us. So it's going to be getting through the pack and getting to the front using the hybrid is our ultimate goal, because come race 2 we won't have an advantage. We need to use that advantage race 1 and get there.
Good luck with the plan.
Oh, thank you.
I love the fact Ash, he's normally such a lively, bouncy guy. I get so focused when he's in race mode. Right, let's go and have a word with one of the 4 main championship contenders. And as the guys are saying at the top of the show, it's an interesting grid because we've got Colin down in P15, Tom Ingram down in P12, and Ash up here in P4. I love the fact that actually yesterday after qualifying, you were so happy for your teammate, weren't you?
Yeah, it's mega. Dan's had a bit of a rough ride this year and he's got the pace there to do it, so it's good to see him get the reward he deserves. It's great for Napa. Obviously, securing the first pole for them is mega, so yeah, over the moon for him. Just as pleased with our results, so I can't complain. So,
not a bad starting position. Jake Hill alongside you, who really, he's going to be the guy that you've got your eyes on. And the only rear-wheel drive car up this high, so front-wheel drive is going to give you an advantage over him, isn't it?
Initially, to start with, it should. I think it's a bit of a culture shock to not see Colin and Tom up here. So yeah, we're focusing on Jake. There's only a point between us. So it's just about maximising what we can right now. Obviously, we've got our teammate up front as well, so hopefully it's a good result for us.
Good luck. We'll be keeping an eye on it. We'll be keeping an eye on it, actually, after this short break, because race 1 is coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, they may be going for a break, but we are not. And I'm delighted to welcome to the commentary team then here today so far. First time we've had them here both today, and for all 3 races as well. Alongside me, it's Josh Plays and, of course, Nick Homewood. Good afternoon to you both. Slightly earlier start for the touring cars. Should be quite fun, but blimey, we've been having a right paddy to get this one ready in time for round 22. First of all, good morning to you, Josh. Oh, and I can't hear Josh. That's probably my end. 2 seconds. It's probably because I've plugged in the correct thing, but Discord hasn't adapted to it. So while we should say that, I say good afternoon, Josh. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
There
we
we
do
go.
not talk about that I woke up at 11:27 and it is currently 11:40, so I am very tired. But I'm here.
We don't talk about it at all. Good
Yes.
morning, Nick. Are you doing all right?
Also recently woken up.
You two. I've been awake since 6:30 to start Formula 3. And then get here for the touring cars and everything. Dear, dear, dear. But are you ready for...
I tried to wake up for Formula 3, but it just didn't happen.
Are you all ready, though, for a good day of touring car racing as well? That's what's the
I
main
think
thing.
so.
Nick, you ready for a day of touring car racing? Because you're going to see race 2 twice.
I'm not going to watch it the first time.
Oh, really? Oh, lovely. So lovely. So the first time you see it is when we see it. Lovely.
Yeah, always prioritise the Formula 1, sorry.
Same as here, yep. And Tom Dillon will be joining myself and Josh in the commentary box for the F1 race, alongside me and Megan as well, and Josh in there too. Nick's staying with the touring cars, but don't worry, Nick, we will get you on a Formula 1 at some point this year if you'll come on.
Always.
How are you at Japan?
We'll see about that.
No, in all honesty, we'll get you on an F1 before the end of the year. Probably one which best suits your schedules for Sundays, and not like a ridiculously early one. Probably towards the, I would say probably around just after Singapore. That's Japan. So maybe the America races, and maybe even Sao Paulo, because that's at 4 o'clock. So we'll get you on, as well as we always have the ability now to have 3 commentators. And are you ready, by the way, guys? Because you're not just going to be hearing silence. You're going to be hearing the track noises in your ears as well. And I haven't heard the touring cars yet in my ears as well. So this is going to be fun to hear as well. So you're looking forward to hearing for pure car noise in the background?
They're very good sounding cars as well. So yes.
I haven't seen these ones yet, the hybrid ones. Josh has at the test day. Are they any different to what they were sounding previously?
Yes.
Fantastic. Just fantastic. Always going to be good. Always going to be fun as they get ready then. So race 1 of the day getting up. Race 1 is live. That is right now. Race 2 is at 4:15 directly after. It's literally as soon as the checker flag falls in Formula 1, all podium is done. Bang, we're live for race 2 as well, delayed. And race 3 is live at 5:20 as well. And hopefully there's no delays throughout the day for anything. And we can have a smooth day. I know, it's Thruxton as well, which is what I'm worried about. I'm worried.
And it's Spa.
Yes, everybody is worried about the same thing I am as well, about the fact that this could end massively wrong for everyone. But still, high hopes. That's what we need. As the touring cars are about to start their formation lap as well, so we went to Louise quite early. In terms of qualifying then and the grid, qualifying was actually very entertaining. It's Dan Camish who's taken pole position for the first time this year in a Napa Ford as well, a 1:15.303. Josh Cook was second, Jake Hill third, Ash Sutton fourth. But interesting enough, the championship leader, Colin Turkington, all the way down in 15th place, and with only a limited amount of hybrid he can use, he's really going to struggle this weekend. Who wants to take that first?
This is definitely a front-wheel drive bias track as well, so that's also going to play against him. But I was very happy to see Camish get on pole. He's had a bit of a terrible season so far, so let's hope he can convert it into a win. He deserves it.
Yeah, Josh Napa Ford hasn't really been what it was all supposed to be, but it's starting to come together. Sutton's had a bit more luck with it, though, than Camish has. But Dan Camish is just such a lovable bloke, and he's one of these drivers that you know is going to be around touring cars for a long, long time. It's just, can he get the cars working for him is the question.
Yeah, will he be the next Jason Plato? We do not know with the length, but I think most people had a bit of a sigh when the car caught fire at Donington.
Yeah, it was always a bit like, oh dear, it's happening again, isn't it?
Yeah.
30 seconds to go then until the green light. You can hear the touring cars revving up in the background. We've got audio now as well. I know Tom Dillon was very interested as to how we got the audio, so I enjoyed telling him exactly how we've ended up doing it as well. And he can do it for his cricket as well. We'll be on USON as well, covering the F1 race as we're getting ready then. Our second meeting here at Thruxton. It'll be the last time we come here twice in a season, because of course next year we're back to Donington on the National and Grand Prix circuit. Away we go then. Let's just listen. That's music, absolute music.
Love that noise.
That's brilliant. Here's the grid then. Dan Camish lines up on pole position. It's Josh Cook alongside him on the front row of the grid. Row 2 sees Jake Hill alongside Ash Sutton as well, so both Nappers inside the top 4. Row 3 sees Gordon Shannon alongside Ash Hand. Row 4 sees Michael Crees and Dan Rowbottom. Row 5, Tom Chilton alongside Ricky Collard. Row 6, Jason Plato and Rory Butcher. Row 7 sees Tom Ingram alongside Adam Morgan. Row 8 sees Colin Turkington alongside Stephen Jelly. Row 9 of the grid sees George Gamble alongside Aidan Moffat. And the 10th row sees Jade Edwards 19th alongside Dan Lloyd. Row 11 is Jack Littell and Dexter Patterson. I saw it. Row 13, Bobby Thompson and Ollie Jackson. Row 13 is Sam Osborne and Aaron Taylor-Smith. Row 14, Nick Parfit, Nick Hamilton, and row 15 is Tom Oliphant. But as Josh points out, there's a car stopped at the exit of Allard, and it is George Gamble who has come to a complete halt at the exit of turn 1. So this, if they can get it off quick, that'd be good, but it might be, guys, a delayed start as Gamble has ground to a halt already. Not good, is it, guys? Nick, can you get it back, or is it going to be a delayed start? You're a race director.
Trying a control-delete, I guess, but I don't think they'll be able. They'll have to get a car out of the pit lane and tow it, I guess. So, aborted start.
We never really have an aborted start here in the touring cars. It's not a long lap here either. It's 2.3 mile circuit here at Thruxton. And it's the fastest circuit in Britain. It's the most dangerous circuit. So with Colin Turkington is down with David Addison.
The day, is it? Is the plan here to stay out of trouble and back points?
Yeah, pretty much, David. Just try and work my way forwards. Obviously, long day ahead with 3 races, so the position that I'm in, it's just about scoring points. If I can get inside the top 10 in this one, I'll be happy, and hopefully the reverse grade is kind, maybe race 3, but yeah, staying out of trouble is important.
We were being told yesterday after qualifying that the setup you had wasn't quite right. Have you had a look at that and tweaked it overnight?
Yeah, for sure. I think we'll have a better race car than we had qualifying cars. So yeah, I'm confident the car should be stronger for me today.
Good luck, Colin. So Colin Turkington heading to 15.
Colin Turkington, as they've managed to get George Gamble back down the pit lane, so it looks like they might just delay. They won't delay the start, as we were thinking. They might just close the pit lane on the opening laps. They've got it back in. There's a little arrow there, so we should hopefully be all right. But that got awfully close, Josh, didn't it, to having an aborted start? The cars are now on the grid.
That really got very close, and British touring cars, I think, would be like Americans when it came to roundabouts with aborted starts.
Yeah, they never happen here. They never, ever happen. I cannot remember in my 13 years covering this championship ever seeing an aborted start. We've had red flags, but never this.
They just never happen.
No.
It was a bit of a gamble whether we get going or not.
Oh, dear.
They've started already, everyone. There's your hybrid power. Cook on 10, laps, Hill 8, Sutton 9, Shedden 12, Butcher 11 laps, Ingram 7, Morgan 14, Turkington only 6 laps, Jelly 15. You can use it for, everyone else can use it for the maximum 16 laps. Right, here we go then. Turn up your sound and enjoy as it's round 22 of the QuidFit British Touring Car Championship. Let's listen to the start. Here come the lights, and we're racing. It's a good start from the front row, and immediately coming up is third position as well of Jake Hill to go on the inside. Josh Cook can't do anything as we head through Allards, and it's a great start from Dan Camish. Sutton is trying to take third position as we head down towards Campbell and Cobb for the first time. Late on the brakes, Sutton's going for it, and it's contact, and Hill to the outside there as well, also getting hold up of Josh Cook, and Sutton's going wide, and it looks like, yeah, he's hit Cook. Cook goes round, spinning. He just manages to catch it, but what a start. Sutton was not holding his punches there. Brilliant.
Wow, and Jason Plato had a horrible start. That was nearly contact again as Sutton goes sideways and has a little bit of a swipe through Noble and now through Goodwood.
Camish is in a different county to everyone else. He's just gone.
He's just taken off dramatically, hasn't he? As Shedden's up into second position in all that mess as well. Hill's down to fourth. Hash hand down, big one! Tom Chilton! Is he going to roll? No! He just about holds it, but the tyres dug in, and Tom Chilton nearly goes up and over, but with a massive slide off the track, and more contact! They're all going off, this time down in the club chicane of Jason Plato. Oh, and more going off! Is this a Dodgem car race or what? They're still contacting! And that's Collard! Collard touching the side of Butcher! Collard's got a broken front wing! Well, they're all going off! This is a Dodgem car race here! And Collard's off again! Collard's got a broken suspension! And he's everywhere! What a stupid start!
I don't know how we haven't had pretty much every car eliminated at this point. They're all just about holding on to it.
And there's Chilton. Chilton gets going again after the front wheels dug in. I really thought he was going to roll over there.
That was very scary.
Code Brown. And look, Collard's just losing time left and right as well. He's got a broken suspension as well. It's Code Brown confirmed for everybody out there. Cars going left and right. They haven't raced for 2 weeks. It looks like they haven't raced for an entire year. This is insanity.
Oh boy.
I don't think I've got any fingernails left. That was...
Yeah, and that was
Craziest opening lap I've ever seen.
That just was everything. That really was, actually. Everything was just crash, bang, wallop. And Josh as well, that was through Church as well, the exit. So did Chilton just lose on his own, or did he get contact with someone? I couldn't quite see. I only saw the aftermath.
I think it was contact, but oh boy, how I would have loved to be there at Thruxton, and that is,
Camish.
I believe that was Ricky Collard
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll go in the pit.
avoiding the chicane as he comes into the pit lane if he is smart. But
yeah. Oh, it's more dust being kicked up through Allard into Campbell and Cobb as well, and side by side further back. Can't quite tell. That's Tom Ingram trying to make a move on Rowbottom. Here it is again. Then this is the first lap. Campbell Cobb. Sutton sends it on the inside, hits Hill.
That was never going to work. Three
Yeah.
wide.
yeah,
It just never was. And look, then Josh Cook comes and barrels into the side of Sutton, leaving him no room. And Cook shuts the door, and Cook goes for a spin. And is it Josh Cook's fault that?
I think he turned across the front of Sutton. Sutton looked to be quite a way alongside him, but racing incident is the first lap.
Look at that from Tom Chilton as well. He dug in the ditch actually and nearly did roll over, and the crows that were there. Oh,
the fuel cap's open.
Oh yeah, it was. You're correct. Oh, that was a that must have been quite a hard whack to open up the fuel filler cap at the back. Oh, this is insane. As they come through, there's Adam Morgan. He's been followed with Stephen Jelly just behind him as well. That's for 11th and 12th position. Jelly has run out of hybrid, and now I think he's got it this time around. Thompson's up to 16th place as well. But actually, as we heard Nick say at the start of the race, Camish has checked out. He's 2.2 seconds ahead to Sutton. As there's more drama further back. Wow. Rowbottom trying to pass Butcher.
Can't keep up.
I've got so many screens, I still can't keep up with who's leading this race and who's going where, when, and how. It's just the most bizarre race I think I've seen the start of ever. This is on board with Rory Butcher. We're not hearing the onboard music though, I don't think. No, we're not. Not even on the ITV feed we were hearing it as well. So off board now. Here's Michael Crees in the 777, running in 6th position as well, running on one of his best results of the season so far. As look at that,
Both
Plato's.
the Astros are doing very well. 5th and 6th, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Ash Hand in 5th as well. Didn't see that. Yeah, Ash Hand's moving up, and they had contact on the opening lap as well. One of them went through. It must have been Michael Crees who made contact with Rory Butcher, because they cut the corner down at the club chicane and went straight through it. Yeah, so that was the one there. As Plato's under pressure from his own teammate now, Josh Cook, as Butcher moves up to 7th, Rowbottom down to 8th position. And one thing I wish ITV wouldn't do is when both cars move up is show green, because we need one of them on red to see who's gone down, as Crees gets a bit close to Butcher coming through Campbell and Cobb. Just enjoying the sounds. It's really nice out there, isn't it?
It's nice to see all the fields are green, not like where were we last time? Snetterton, where it looked like some kind of desert.
Yeah, Snetterton was completely washed out, wasn't it, as well? And that's Bobby Thompson being passed by Aidan Moffat on hybrid, coming through Noble, and Thompson's going to hold it around the outside, touches the grass as well, and Dan Lloyd's getting involved as well. 3 abreast is not the way to go as we enter Goodwood. Oh, and that's Gamble, and the car's
On fire?
On fire. Yeah, oh, wow, yeah, he's got a broken rear suspension. How's that happened? So the car's now on fire, and Gamble's tyres collapsed at the back.
I think it might just be smoke from it rubbing on the bodywork instead of fire. I don't think the guy would have approached it and taken the tyre straight off otherwise.
Oh, what's happened here? We got cut because Shedden and Sutton are running together. Look at Sutton's damage from that opening lap, Josh, as well, just hanging off the side there as well. And you've been there at Thruxton. The track surface, of course, great for visibility and accessories, but I know you did say that you would wish you were there, but I think being in the comp box right now, you're getting to see more action than you are on the track.
Yeah, and Thruxton's such a unique circuit, and here is a replay side by side.
Butcher.
Butcher and Crees, and that's Butcher going up the inside of Michael Crees to get 7th and then overtaken. Rowbottom's being currently in 6th.
Yeah, I was about to say, because Michael Crees has dropped down to 8th position because Rowbottom's passed him as well. But there's your race, second, third, fourth. As Camish is 2.5 seconds ahead of Shedden, but Shedden, Sutton and Hill are right together, battling it out for second and third, as things currently stand as well. And SHT just telling us as well that Yuki Tsunoda has taken a new power unit and will start in the pit lanes. That's 8 cars taking different things. And again, the grid changes. For quality,
that was the rumour, though.
Yes,
AlphaTauri would take penalties to help Verstappen.
Oh, my God. Oh my God, Dan Lloyd hitting the side of Jade Edwards as well, coming through the club chicane as well. So that's Lloyd down in 16th. Thompson, it's Jade Edwards just ahead of him. Yeah, Lloyd's dropped down to 18th place. Moffat and Edwards have passed him. Oh, more dust.
Edwards having a great race.
Yeah, is she top independent at the moment? I can't. I'm looking on the app.
No, I think that'll be the Astros, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Ash Hand is top independent on the class system up here in the comms box on the eyes. So Ash Hand in 5th is top independent because Jade did win the Independence Trophy at Alton Park earlier on this year with her.
Or is it Jack Sears?
Oh, the Jack Sears, yeah. Oh, actually, okay, she leads the Jack Sears then.
No, that'd still be Hand, I think, because he hasn't had a podium. No.
Ash Hand has not had a podium now. I thought Jade had a podium by now. In her career, but she's been in the touring cars 2 years. Then she was, of course, in the Renault Clios for several years before everybody
I think she had podiums in the Clios.
Yeah, she did, yeah. Everyone was quite kind of said, why aren't you doing the touring cars? And everyone wanted to see in the touring cars, so they went to the touring cars. First as an independent entry, and then they came in now still as an independent, but with the Rich Energy BTC Racing guys. As Dexter Patterson closing in on Aaron Taylor-Smith. Looks like he's got a window loose there, coming through the chicane as, whoa, nearly, I think did actually touch the curb. Who's behind Aidan Moffat? It's Jade Edwards. I think Jade just touched the bollard on the inside of the track there. Oh no, hang on a minute, it's not Jade Edwards. Who's that behind Patterson?
Jackson.
Yeah. It's
no, the other one, Osborne. They're off the bottom of the tower.
Patterson, Osborne, 23rd, on the timing screen, yeah. Yeah, they're off the tower that we're looking at on the screen, but they're on the timing monitors if I take a look at it as well. So that's all sorts of drama happening. Dan Camish then comfortably leading by 2.1 seconds on lap 8 of 16. We're already halfway through. We've only been racing for 9 minutes. That's what we say about the touring cars. It really is crash, bang, wallop racing as the dust gets kicked up. And as Nick said, at least it is green grass and not the dust bowl we were racing in at Snetterton 2 weeks ago. And it's still a little bit dark there coming into club, but they've had the sprinklers on and they've had some water trucks as well spraying the grass, and the British countryside just about recovering from the heat wave. Go on, Josh.
I would have loved to be watching the Renault Clio, I believe it is, 24-hour endurance race at Snetterton this weekend. And the amount of dust that they kick up.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And Snetterton hasn't recovered still. All their grass is still pretty much dead as well. So there must be a stream of it somewhere. We can go and have a look after race 1 and before the F1 starts as well, which is in an hour.
There is a YouTube stream
of
a 24-hour. And it's 3 hours remaining now.
Rather than not me, I've done that one. I've done that many times now, and Aaron Taylor-Smith diving up the inside of Dexter Patterson. Patterson now goes on the outside. Sam Osborne takes the pair of them to get into 20th position on the inside line. A sweet move there from Sam Osborne, a driver who's got a lot of talent. Is now Jade Edwards trying to defend from Dan Lloyd, who sneaks up the inside line, and Jade can't do anything about it. Dan Lloyd's going to go and take the position through. Oh no, she's fighting back, and she's going to try to go around the outside of Church. Oh, hold your breath. Can she do it? She's right alongside through Church. They're side by side. Bit of bodywork, and Lloyd stays ahead, but full commitment to Jade Edwards there. She held on to that through the fastest corner in Britain, Nick. Brilliant.
Very, very brave. Very brave.
I wouldn't have done that. I don't think you would have done that either.
I'd have backed out.
Josh, would you have done it? You've done crashing simulators already.
Yeah, no, thank you. I will try. I will try and find a BeamNG.
Oh,
and that is.
Chad Butel diving on the inside. Dan Lloyd. Jade Edwards lost two positions. Round goes. Oh no, it's happened again. That wasn't Jade making contact with Dan. Dan just got a big slide, and then Jade's now got the Thruxton bodywork on the front. And now she's been spun round by Butel. And great car control from Jade Edwards there. Jack Butel is out to front everyone. Yeah, Jade's going to pitch. She's got that Thruxton Motorsport logo right in the front of the car. It's going to be heating up the engine quicker than cookies taking a microwave. Unbelievable. I don't know what that one was. Unbelievable. Let's take another look at it. So...
He's got loose by himself, I think. He hit the curb.
Josh?
Yeah, and Jade Edwards is now the Thruxton Ritz Energy Motorsport Team, British nearly said superbikes, British touring cars, and that is quite well. And here is Dexter Patterson, and that's one of the toe.
It's come loose,
come loose, and this is through Cobb and Seagrave, and this is the Osborne battle.
Yeah, Butel and Osborne. I know, Nick, you mentioned last time out at Snetterton that we've got BTC Racing aren't using the Goodyear banners. They're using the, or even the Quick Fit banners. They're using Goodyear.
Team Dynamics.
Yes, that's on. They're using Goodyear banners instead of Quick Fit because, of course, they're sponsored by another company, as you said.
Yeah,
Halfords, there you go. So I did notice as well that now Jade Edwards, who's also using the Goodyear plates, is now using the Thruxton plates instead. So sponsors at local circuits coming through. As I think she has, I don't think she's pit yet. I'm looking at the board. No, Jade, she's still in 18s. Well, she might just try and keep it going. And then...
Black and white flag.
Who's that for?
For Ash Hand up in 5th for track limits.
Oh, in the 97. And top independent driver. Don't want to see that as Dexter Patterson. Oh, loads of dust kicked up. There's Jade Edwards still with that Thruxton banner on the front there. As, Patterson's now been passed once again as they come through. Message disappears from the timing monitors. We were looking at it now as well.
That
Doesn't
is...
seem to be slowing her down.
No, that is annoyingly the perfect size to block up most of the radiator air vents, and that's quite good advertising for Thruxton, should we say.
Well, they've got all the advertising they can get now. They've got the circuit, they've got the cars, they've now got advertising on the cars as well. Camish's lead has dropped to 1.776 seconds now. As well, I noticed on the time.
I think he's probably controlling it.
Tons of dust picked up there.
As Patterson goes back through the inside of Osborne, and now coming in as well as Ricky Collard, who's recovered from his little escapades at the start of the race. Osborne's going to be a bit swamped here, and there's a little bit of body contact, but Collard goes through on the inside line and makes the manoeuvre.
Collard not laps down?
Collard is...
Not a lap down.
No, he's on the lead lap. How's he done that?
Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Collard is on the lead lap. More dust being kicked up in front of this battle we're seeing between 18th position with Jade Edwards, Jackson, and Taylor Smith. And here's your race leaders then. Gap now 1.76 seconds between Camish and Shedden, and closing. And this is on board with Colin Turkington as Jade Edwards again goes defensive. Ollie Jackson's going to cut the corner. Jackson will have to get the position back. I know he's a bit of a driver, to say the least, is Jackson in terms of the negative side, but he cut that corner massively. He's going to have to let Jade Edwards back through. No doubt about it.
Doesn't look to be slowing down.
No, he's not, is he? What? Well, Ollie Jackson is a bit of a muppet, so I'm not really surprised about all this. Look, here it is. On the braking, turns in. Jade's going to, well, you might say, no, actually, that's just racing. Jackson could have made the corner. He decided not to.
Yeah.
That's Jackson having to, he'll have to get the place back.
Yeah, I think he should get that back.
Yeah, here it is again. Yeah, he committed to that way before to get ahead. That's Jackson again cheating. Well, to be fair, I've always said this, but and Jade Edwards is stopping. The car's overheating. Well, I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised at all. Should have pitted.
And if you're not careful, that car will catch fire as well. Bonnets...
She could have just stopped and it would have fallen down. And then carried on in the pits, so it wouldn't have been a long pit stop, but now the engine's probably fried.
And that's going to be a big change before race 2 at 2:25. That's just about 2 hours' time, actually. They've got to fix that engine. She might not even get into race 2, and that is her weekend done then, because Race 1 sets the grid for race 2, and then your race result from race 2 gets reversed. Only the top 12 though, so if she's not in the top 12, she won't have a reverse grid opportunity. So that's her weekend done. With all the mistakes. You make a mistake in race 1, it hurts you the rest of the weekend. As Michael Kreese and Dan Rowbottom nearly come together as well through the chicane area as well. It's a bit close to Cull. And Rowbottom again just holding up. Michael Kreese is driving, I think, as well as we've ever seen him up in 8th position. And he's having a nosebleed, he's so high up. He's not used to it. He's always been down the back of the field as well. I'm really impressed with him. Really am, Michael Kreese. And Ash Hand. Throwing Ash, like, this is brilliant. As Camish
the Astra for the, by far and away the oldest car on the grid, is going very nicely here.
Yeah, isn't it modified as well? You talked to us about that back at Croft. It's modified, isn't it? This Astra for this year only. The same as what Turkington's was.
Yeah, they're new chassis.
Yeah.
So although the body shows the Astra, they're brand new cars underneath. But I think this is the last year of the Astra, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're changing next year, aren't they? I can't remember what they're changing to. Can't remember what, but they are changing the Vauxhalls.
I don't think it's announced yet.
No, well, presumably they might go Mercedes as well. You can just leave the Vauxhalls behind and go Mercedes, that team as well.
For years, there's been rumours of Jaguars as well.
Oh, yeah, Jaguars as well. What did you say, Josh?
Jade Edwards has continued.
She hasn't stopped. No, you're right. 40 seconds
Maybe she just
back.
had a moment then and didn't actually. That's why she was slow.
We need to see her on board and a replay. And probably we're not going to get shown in either with ITV directing on the penultimate lap. Jake Hill's used 6 of 8 laps of hybrid. He's still got some left as Stephen Jelly and Anna Morgan come into battle through Church, and Morgan nearly flies off the road. I love how they have modified Church over the years as well, so it's less dangerous, but it's making it look a little bit less challenging now, isn't it? Because they've removed all the forest from the sides of it. It's not what it once was, Church.
Shedden is out of hybrid.
Oh! And Sutton's half a tenth behind him. If I was Sutton, I'd go for this and take second and make it a Napa 1-2 and a front row grid for race 2. Actually, I want that. Go on, Ash. Make the move on him.
They deserve it for the best looking car.
Oh, completely. Did you see that it was in IndyCar as well, this livery? Or is it?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. It wasn't NASCAR, was it, Josh?
It's in NASCAR as well.
Thought so. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, and British Truck Racing Championship had it at Donington Park for a one-off.
Oh, it's a good livery, I agree. It looks like an IKEA car as well. We've had it. Oh, Sutton goes off the track. Yeah, we've had it in ERC, haven't we? As well.
Something similar.
Into the last couple of corners then. I don't think Shedden's going to be passed by Sutton, but it will be
side by side.
Just about. No, Dan Camish crosses the line and takes victory in round 22 of the Quinfin British Touring Car Championship with a dominant performance. Shedden is second, Sutton finishes third, Hill fourth, Hand is fifth, Ash Hand fifth, Butcher sixth, Rowbottom seventh, under attack from Kreese at the line. And then it's Ingram 9th, Turkington only managed 10th, he started 15th on the grid, finishes 10th. Jelly 11th, Morgan 12th, Cook 13th, Plato 14th, and Thompson in 15th place, Moffat 16th at the points, Lloyd, Jackson, Taylor Smith, Butel, Patterson, Collard, Osborne, Jade Edwards, Nick Hamilton, Ricky Parfit, Tom Chilton 28th, and of course Gamble was out of the race with a fire at the back. Not a good day for George Gamble in this first race. Not a bad result, that, at all. That was quick.
Very enjoyable.
20 minutes that took, and no safety cars.
It's like a rallycross race.
That was really
short,
quick, yeah.
sharp, lots of action, done.
Fingers crossed race 2 is just like that, then we get a little bit of a break between race 2 and race 3 because we're doing them back to back. First win of the year then, and Dan Camish becomes the first driver to complete the podium hat-trick this season with a win, a second and a third on the podium as well. He's had 1 win, 1 second and 1 third. So 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. As they come through, Sutton finishes in 3rd position as well. Napa 1-3. And now all we've got to hope is that Shedden fails the ride height test. So it's a Napa 1-2 on the grid for the next race.
No bias here.
Yeah. And Jade Edwards finishes with the Thruxton advertising still on the front of the car. Although, one thing I do like is the fact is that now the Napas are going to line up on the grid looking like they're the Flash. Just going really fast because they're both next to each other. So that's quite an interesting one.
And if you have a look at the back side of Sutton's car, where I nearly said Dan Sutton, it's Camis and Sutton combined, but it looks like they've made the roofs on the side 3D.
Are they?
Yes, because of the flapping bodywork. It looks like it's 3D.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did know you mean with Sutton's. Yeah, it was moving around so much on the internet. It did look 3D. I was liking that actually. Bit of aero. Now, are they all going to pass ride height inspection? That's the question. You've got to stop. You've got to cut your engine off. The big roller's got to go underneath it while it paints your car pink. And then you've got to roll forward and then restart it as well. And it creates a bit of a
traffic jam.
Yeah, that's what I was. Actually, is it all right? Thumbs up for Camish. Right, here's the results then. From the round 22 here at Thruxton. The battle screen to tell you as well. It's Dan Camish victorious with Shedden 2nd, Sutton 3rd, Hill 4th, Hand 5th, Butcher 6th, Rowbottom 7th, Michael Crees 8th, Tom Ingram 9th, and Colin Turkington rounds out the top 10 as well. Top independent driver is Ash Hand as well, with his teammate Michael Crees down in 8th. Stephen Jelly is 11th, Anna Morgan 12th, Josh Cook 13th, Jason Plato 14th, Bobby Thompson 15th, Aidan Moffat is 16th, Dan Lloyd 17th, Ollie Jackson 18th, Aaron Tellysmith 19th, and Jack Butel is 20th. 21st for Dexter Patterson, 22nd Ricky Collard, 23rd is Sam Osborne, 24th Tom Oliphant, 25th Jade Edwards, 26th Nick Hamilton, 27th Ricky Parfit, 28th Tom Chilton, 29th out of the race George Gamble as well. So then, chaps, we've got about 30 seconds. To you, Josh, first. What was your moment of that race?
I don't know the whole race, but lap 1/lap 2.
And Colin Turkington now, Nick, leads the title by just 14 points to Tom Ingram, but Ash Sutton is 16 points back. Jake Hill is 17 points back. The four-way fight for the title getting very interesting, while Colin Turkington is muted this weekend.
Well, advantage Sutton, really, because Ingram and Turkington didn't really make any progress forwards in that race. So we'll see how race 2 goes. But if they keep up that level of pace, then I think Sutton could very easily be leading the championship, leaving it.
Yeah, and by the way, Nick, if you'd just like to share your email in the commentators chat on the Discord as well, Josh will also email you over the driver tracker for the next race, and I will also email you over the live timing for the next race, so you're not blind as well.
All day, okay.
And we'll leave it there for race 1, because we've got 45 minutes until me and Josh and Tom Dillon and Megan are on for the Formula 1 race as well. And Nick, if you're around, if there's a red flag or anything, come in and join the com box. We'll be here. We're welcome to have you. I'll find everything out and see what I can do with as many commentators joining as possible. We can have 25 maximum, as well as Ian Birch isn't with us this weekend due to his eyes not being that great at the moment still. But we're going to go off here now. We'll be back in 45 minutes for Formula 1. British Touring Car Race 2, that's live on ITV4 at 2:25. You can watch it there live, or you can wait until about 4:15. Join us here for the watch along. And then Race 3 at 5:20 is live again here on the YouTube channel. My thanks to Nick Homewood, my thanks to Josh T. We'll see you later on for Race 2. Bye for now.